So this is a new bike that I've done. Took the 1500 watt motor off the tandem, which is in front of this bike, and replaced it with a 500 because I don't need a 1500 watt on that tandem anymore. So I thought I'll find a home for it. And I had this bike that I bought for, I don't know, 20 quid a couple of, or a year ago or something like that. Never really used it. And it's double suspension, so I thought, well, if I'm going to do a 40-mile-an-hour bike, best do it with a double suspension, then hopefully not get tank slapped out the seat. So, and it's got a single spine frame, which is a bit awkward. There's no triangle for the battery. So what I've done is, this is effectively the same 1500 watt motor as you get with a sort of cheap Walmart kits, but this was unbranded. So, but it's the same idea. So it's all running up the back there, and then I've got the sort of saddle tank style arrangement here. So we've got the controller on the bottom. So this is a 60 volt controller, 40 amps, but it's 18 FET. So it's got 3 shunts in it. So one of them is now covered in quite a lot of solder. So I'm sort of guessing, you know, maybe 50, maybe 60. We'll see, but 50 probably. The plastic top and bottom is screw fix 110mm trunking for sort of ventilation systems, and I've cut that so that it fits snugly around. And then front and back, it's wood, two parts of wood, shaped to fit, and by the time you get some screws into it, it all fits together. This is a dead cheap bike. I mean, really cheap. But I have it up the road for a test, and it's pretty tidy. So what I've got on each side is 4,000 milliamp hour 4S LiPo. So there's 4 wide in series, so that gives me 16S at 60 volts. I'm using a BMS just for charging, which is up the top. For discharging, because BMS is pretty much useless for these LiPos because it cuts off too low a voltage. So we've got 2 40 amp fuses in parallel, so 80 amp fuse. There's no room for a breaker. Could have used a breaker, but there's just no room. So a couple of blade fuses. And I'll turn around to the other side. So on the other side then, same arrangement with the 4 batteries. So they're a mirror image. And then we've got, I've just taped, I mean this is all taped in, but effectively it's all going to be held in by the frame as well, so it's not just gaffer taped on. So all the cables are sort of hidden behind here. What I've done with the throttle is I'm going to put a little key switch just sort of up here, and these 2 here are the power connector to the throttle, and then behind it is a preset resistor. So all I've done is I've gone off the power, off the plus 4 point whatever volts it is, through a 10k resistor, which is trimmed down to set whatever speed gives me 15.5 miles an hour, and then in parallel with that resistor there's going to be a key switch, so that'll go on the side here. So I've got a legal mode and a full power mode, should the need arise to use 15.5 mile an hour mode, just in case of, you know, difficulties. And that's about it. So I have tested this at 40 mile an hour and goes alright, pulls well as well with that shunt. And I've not tested it with 15 mile an hour yet because I've not actually had it out since I put that resistor in. So we'll just take it out on a flat and trim it to suit. These covers, they're just going to be covered with a plastic panel, which is one of those for sale signs. They're like a corrugated plastic. They work, they're cheap. I think all in, this bike's probably going to cost me, well, the battery's about, what, 120, something like that, when Hobby King have a sale. Throttle, you know, another tenner. Controller's 40. So maybe 200, 250 quid, so that's not too bad really. So there we go. So that's a little project I've been working on because I've not really been doing any videos of late. I thought I might as well use this bike, and well, just before I finish it, I'll just pop a little video up. So there you go. Well, Vortex Tony on his channel is actually doing one of these properly. So 1500 watt kit. So pop over there and see what he's up to. Get more information out of him, that's for sure, rather than my little quick videos. Okay, bye bye.